It's
You there? Hello? Grass.
Hey Mason, welcome guys. Who's joining the stream? We'll be getting started live here in just a moment. Let's see, we got
Well, Brass, who do you think's going to win tonight?
I don't know. This is going to be a close match between Bravo and Charlie. Kind of thinking about that today. Two very different play styles from these two teams. Bravo tends to be a strike hard, strike fast kind of team, and Charlie tends to be more methodical and strike at the very right moment. So we will see how this shakes out this evening, but it should be a good match.
I definitely think that Charlie teams. I'm rooting for Charlie team tonight. You know, I think they're the underdogs coming into this, just because Bravo team has more experience playing together. But I'm really rooting for Charlie teams that they've had training, practicing to, get better at this. So I'm rooting for them tonight. Nothing against Bravo, like the boys do. And girls.
Yeah, experience does make a big difference, though. That is a fact. We'll see how these two teams work together. That will be the defining factor.
So who got on Charlie team so far?
So Charlie team tonight, I've got Assertive Badger, Mike Force, Make It Lane, and Jazz Domination joining in. They're going to take the Volk side first. And for our Bravo team, taking Marsoc, we've got Summer Love, Fuse 33, G Warbucks, MJW604, and Kittle.
Yeah, that's a good team on Bravo there. Stay away from Summer Love. Don't get too close to her. Sometimes F-bombs do like to drop.
Those can come across loud and strong.
Oh, yeah.
But she backs it up too. She is not just a talker.
Oh, no. I know with MJ, you gotta watch out for them damn knife kills.
That's it. He is sneaky as can be.
Yeah, I think once Charlie team starts clicking together more, or clicking together as a team better, I think we're going to see a very good team right there. Bravo, as tonight you got Kittle playing, MJ, Summer, Hughes. They're all great players. And Warbucks coming from co-op to Assault has really gotten good. He's a great shooter. He's actually on point. He just needs to start. His movements need to be a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, that team is full of shooters, though, both sides. This map first, starting off with Egress, also should be interesting with it being the newest map. This map's got a lot of corners, and it looks like the uplink is going to start inside the diner. So when the game starts here, we'll be seeing them push out and close quarters combat in this map in particular for this uplink position. Those of you who are in the chat, before I forget, I am watching the chat here next to me, so if we need to adjust audio volumes or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll do that again. This is the first match that I've casted that's real. We did have one scrim match, but still learning a lot here, and I will throw out a thanks to Beast Billy for all of the help that he's provided in getting the stream up and running for the first game. And it does still look like we're waiting on some players to join, so once they get in, we'll get things started. So Mason is rooting for Charlie tonight. I don't know that I'm rooting for either one. Just excited to see a good game between two decent teams here. Thanks.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be a good match.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jabu, for joining. Tendon, good to see you here. No problem. It's been fun to learn for sure. I tend to appreciate the feedback there on the sound. Can you all hear Mason just fine? No, they cannot hear Mason. Hey, Mason, go ahead and talk a little bit there.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Negative. They cannot hear Mason. Barely they can hear Mason. Let me try turning you up, Mason, a little bit, see if we can't get you in here a little louder. See if I can adjust the onward sound. Here we go. Go ahead and speak now, Mason. You should be coming in loud and strong.
Can you all hear me now?
Ooh, I can hear you. So, yeah, thanks for that feedback. More would be good, Tenant says. All right, we're cranking you up, Mason.
Oh, boy. All right, can y'all hear me now? How about now?
That's about as much as I've got, Mason. We are going to go ahead and get started here with this match. Same. So we tried that earlier and it seemed like it was working, but apparently not working as well as we had hoped. So Mason will have to figure that out for the next match. So we're going to start off following the Marsoc team here. And they will be pushing in right away, it looks like. MJ and Fuse pushing in the right side, and Badger and Jazz looks like coming up underneath. Red Rider OVL has joined the fray as well, and is taking up position there in the middle of the street. So it looks like we are just about to have some action here on the right side. MJ takes out Jazz, Assertive Badger gets Fuse, and Lane takes Kittle. MJ downs.
Nice
MJ
one.
finished him with a knife.
Wow. It's
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Cold steel. So MJ is now making a move. He is moving through the garage. I do believe that uplink is in the building. Mike Force shoots but hits the wall. Summer takes out Mike.
Oh, he's going to cap
And
right
MJ is going to cap right away, right off the bat. So uplink is hot. Grenade coming in to no effect. Badger going to clear, but MJ takes him in the back. Taunting him a little bit there. Does finish him off with the in 10-14 with a shotgun. Yes, capping with a shotgun. So Jazz still holding down the bottom there. Bravo pushing in strong. Kittle takes out. Mike takes out Fuse. Kittle takes out Jazz.
Here's Warbucks. Ooh.
Ooh, Warbucks ran right into him. So Red Rider is here diffusing, shutting down the uplink. I don't think Bravo is aware. Oh, MJ comes in with a shotgun. But make it lane with the refrag.
Too late, yep. Too late.
So OVL Bravo with a quick win over Charlie in this match. Just a quick review of the scores here. Summer with 1 and 2, Fuse 1 and 2, Warbucks 0 and 2, and MJ with 5 and 1 plus the send, and Kittle at 2 and 2. Sword Badger 1 and 3, Mike Force 2 and 2, Make It Lane 4 and 1. Jazz holding down that bottom, coming in 0 and 2, and then Red Rider 2 and 1. But Bravo able to take that win. So we will see as the tables turn if Charlie can take Bravo.
I think this is definitely the hardest uplink to capture on this map.
This is a difficult uplink to capture on this map. That is a fact. It's so close quarters and there's so many corners. I do think the bus stop, or there in the middle of the street, is probably the hardest in my opinion. But this is certainly not an easy cap. So we'll move back here again and follow in Charlie as Marsoc.
Jazzy's fire team.
Yeah, Jazz is fire team. So again, coming in with the right side push. Volk flanking around. They're setting up defensive positions in the lobby. Kittle is up top. He's going to be a problem. Fuse already smoking a assertive Badger from underneath. So they've set up watching for that. And Red Rider is down by Kittle. Mike gets him back up. So Lane calling him out. And some action over here on the stairs, but that does clear him out. Fuse is cleared out of there. Jazz and Badger looking to move in underneath. And Red Rider making a push hard into green room. Warbucks is in there. And Kittle's lurking. Oh, Warbucks is on the other side of the wall, it looks like. Nope, there he is. So Kittle picks him up. Warbucks is behind the chair. That was close to being a sneak-in cap.
Hey, Brad, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you just fine.
How can people in the chat hear me better?
You're much louder on my end. Folks in the chat, if you can hear Mason, let us know. So Lane taking up a position here in the warehouse, looking to pick off some Volk in that lobby. Him and Kittle crossing lasers. Badger moving through the street. Summer does get Lane out of the warehouse, And Kittle takes Red Rider out as well there. Fuse gets Jazz on the right side, but Badger is sneaking up underneath. Volk has now moved out underneath. Oh no, Badger is not underneath. Where is Badger? He's gone through green room. So he's sneaking in here. Warbucks is still on site. He is holding that down as the insurance. Now, if Badger knows he's there, he may be able to get him, but I'm not sure he got called out.
I don't know if anybody knows, but you can
Flash grenade out.
Dividers.
Yeah, those dividers can be shot through. Summer picks up a Badger. Warbucks just holding down that spot. Very patient. You know you could hear him talking. Red Rider does get Fuse. Kittle returns the favor on Red Rider from the office. Let's go over here and check out Kittle for a bit.
Fire tackle into crown.
Mike is moving over to the dock there. Oh! Assertive Badger and Kittle with a trade.
That's a good trade.
Nice long shots. That opens up the door for Mike to move in. Will Fuse get her? He knows she's there.
Here's me popping smoke.
That's exactly what she does.
Yeah, beautiful.
So Fuse is completely smoked out. He's not going to be able to see anything from there. And Mike's sneaking around. Fuse does see enough to see Red Rider and gets him. And now Charlie making some progress. Beckett Lane takes out Summer. That leaves the Warbucks inside. Fuse is nearly blind. MJ's joining him, but Kittle comes in from the right side. Beckett Lane comes down. Sort of Badger is taken down and trades with Kittle. MJ and Fuse. Mike gets MJ, but Fuse with a refrag. So defense in depth there definitely worked for Bravo. But right now, Bravo 3 up, now 4 up, so 4 and 4 at the moment. So Charlie's stacking up here at the warehouse.
They should try it. If I was Charlie, I probably would do a tensor movement. I have 3 go one way and 2 go another.
Yeah, that looks like what they may be trying here now. With Fire Team +2 moving down the stairs underneath, and Ryder making some noise on the left side. Lane takes out Fuse. Man, he is deadly in that corner.
Lane's good.
He's finding those little, pun unintended, but finding those little lanes to shoot through. Kittle gets Assertive Badger, but Summer gets Red Rider, and Red Rider trades with Summer.
3 down on each team right now.
3 down on each, or 2 down on Bravo, 2 down on Charlie. So 3 up.
Can you check to hear me better?
Can you say that again, Mason?
I said, did people in the chat can hear me better?
Folks in the chat, if you can hear Mason any better, please let us know. Lane is on site, but Warbucks discipline, holding that position and clearing it out. So Bravo holding tight to the uplink here. They have made that lobby area their little fort and created several fatal funnels as folks are entering. It's making it very difficult to push this uplink. So at this point, Charlie's going to have to knock out several of them to be able to push in. But Bravo doing a good job of defending in depth with multiple players backing each other up. So you might get one, but you won't get everyone. Kittle underneath. Fuse comes up just to be a nuisance, but Jazz gets him. And Mike gets Summer. So at this point, Charlie's got 5 on 3 because Jazz revives Red Rider. Jazz gets Kittle. Kittle gets Jazz, and MJ gets Mike. Finishes him off the 5, or finishes her off with a 5-7. Badger is moving up here. I would like to see Charlie coordinate an attack. They're doing a good job shooting. Oh, and Badgers gets MJ. Absolutely waiting on him. But I'd like to see them move in as a team and coordinate their attacks from both sides. They're a little bit coming in 1-on-2 or 1-on-3, and that's causing them some trouble. But this Bravo team is hard to get many down. Again, that defense in depth. So here comes Summer on the Badger. Doesn't see her. So Badger waiting there, watching the office, waiting to make entry into the lobby. Fuse, grenades, Jazz. You got to watch Fuse. He's bad about that. So it's a 5-on-2 at the moment, but Badger is making entry into uplink. Lane is just flashed by Badger, I believe. Badger gets Summer. Now they get Warbucks. Badger takes a Warbucks. We've now got 2 Charlies on site. It is a one Charlie versus... Yep, MJ's coming in. Kittle's flanking from the other side. And Bravo does take the win. So good job, Bravo, holding that down. They take the first win of the night. Summer with 4-7, Fuse 8-7, and MJ there 8-4, and Kittle just really being a nuisance outside at 13-7. But Charlie, not a shabby showing either. 8-11, 4-7, 6-5, 2-4, and 8-7. From a kill count perspective, an incredibly close match. So they will be moving on to another map. Looks like Downfall. In the meantime, we do want to thank... oh, no, I'm sorry. They're moving on to Quarantine, it looks like. We do want to thank our sponsor here, Sanlaki. So
you need a gun stock, some Locky Games makes
first sponsor of the game.
Got them for your Quest
So check
Pro,
them out for
Quest 2, all kinds
your
of
attachment needs.
Doesn't really matter if you're on a Valve Index, Pico 4, PlayStation VR 2. They got them all. They even make other accessories.
Yeah, it should be playing now. If it's not, that's something I'll have to figure out.
They have the golf club attachments for the Quest 2, the Pro, ping pong paddle attachment for your Quest 2.
Well, I know why it's not.
Games.
We'll catch that again here in a moment. Because I forgot to push the button. Tell you what, while we're waiting for these teams to ready up, let's try that again and see if I can get this to work. It does seem to be coming through here now. I'm seeing it on the stream, the live stream. All right. So they're getting set up here. So Mason, what'd you think of that last game?
Well, I think Charlie just needs to coordinate together, as you said. Because several times they got in there, but if they had 1 or 2 more people in there, it would have made a huge difference.
Yeah, I agree. More people pushing it together. They were making their shots, and they were quick on their shots. But that defense in depth from Bravo really just locked up that uplink.
I think, too, they should have had somebody in the basement covering the vault, the egress points to kind of cut off reinforcements. So it made a huge difference as well.
Absolutely. Cutting off those entry points on that map is absolutely essential. But difficult to do. There's so many corners in that map. That's one of the things I love about it is I tend to be a little bit of a more stealthy player. Not as quick as some of the others, so I got to rely on a little bit different strategy. But that map is definitely good for stealth attack. So you got to cut off those entry points and make sure you're watching those corners.
Saying that the sponsor did get through on the Twitch.
Yeah, it did appear to go through. Those of you who are in the chat, please let me know if that sponsor video worked. Again, I am a complete novice to this. Those of you guys who do more streaming, I understand how difficult it is now to actually capture everything. Hopefully I'll do a little better job here. I felt like that last game I was having trouble getting into the right positions. But we're learning. So the game here is starting. So we will follow Marsoc in. OVL Bravo taking the Marsoc position now. And Charlie taking up Volk. I'm getting a little bit of lag here, so hopefully it doesn't interfere too much with the stream. So sending 3 to the left and 2 to the right. Kittle is fire team leader. Taking up positions here. Watching AC for the cross. So far, no shots fired. There's some across on the left side. Kittle moving unopposed so far, but Red Rider waiting for him on the hill. MJ gets assertive Badger over on the left side, and Red Rider gets Warbucks, but now Kittle knows where he's at. Flash out. Does look like an effective flash. Maybe not. Red Rider gets him.
That reminds me of a young or new up-and-coming 80 rocker.
Or not LMG, absolutely. So Fuse is...
He may not be a T1000 yet, but he's definitely a T500.
Oh, Fuse takes out Red Rider, but Mike, waiting for him to come around the corner, takes him down with G36. Specialist class for Mike tonight. So let's take a look at our defensive positions here. Mike holding up that stairwell. Jazz watching the front. Make it lane, and you hear Mike Force calling. She is watching left for the scaffolding. She's got an angle here. Summer does get make it lane over here, and MJ and Summer coming in from the left side from the Marsoc perspective. So right now, Badger's coming in towards them. They call them out, one at the plane.
You need to watch that rear and just look for the cross. That's all you need to do.
Yep, Badger taking a position there, but MJ gets him, and Summer gets Jazz. So Mike is the sole uplink defender at this point. Uplink is hot, and MJ picks up Mike. Summer sends the uplink, and MJ giving her some props there.
Yeah.
So Bravo now defending the uplink. Make it lane moving in the right side of Volk perspective and takes MJ. Fuse does get Red Rider, but Lane is moving in on the uplink. Fuse saw him, but did not get him, and he is going upstairs to send the kill order. But I think Fuse, yep, Fuse gets him, but Lane with the refrag. Calling him out. Coming from the fuselage, assertive Badger with the long ordnance. Oh, close to Summer. All right, and Bravo is going to take the win here. MJ kills Badger and Kittle Jazz there at the very end. So, the end of this map. Summer 2-0 and sends the objective. That's pretty flawless. Fuse coming in 4-2, Warbucks 0-1, MJ 4-2, and Kittle 1-1. Charlie here struggling a little bit to hold it down, just getting caught. Badger there in 0-3, had a hard time getting out of spawn, I think. Mike at 1-1, Elaine at 3-3, Jazz 0-2, and Red Rider at 2-2. Bravo coming in with that kind of hard and fast. They pushed into the right side. That didn't really work for them right off the bat, but it did give their guys the opportunity on the left side to move up through garage and to the uplink, which I'm not sure if that was their original plan or not, given that fire team leader was coming up the right side from the Marsoc perspective. But that's how it worked out. And Summer was able to sneak in there and send the uplink. So, well done, Bravo. Alright, we'll be resetting here. Alright. Again, we'll follow Marsoc in. Jazz is the fire team. And they are going with looks like 3 left, fire team up the middle, and 1 to the right.
Yep, and I put fire team up the center. It's just too suicidal when you're playing against good teams.
Yeah. Calling out AC and garage. But yeah, you're right, Mason. Sending fire team leader up the middle is kind of a bold approach. Although he is taking cover here. Maybe they're working on getting a couple kills in and then moving him in as quick as possible. We will see how that works out. He is calling him out here. Fuse gets assertive Badger. Mike gets MJ. And MJ gets Mike, Downser. But that does leave some openings on the right side. Fuse takes out Red Rider on that far right side. Let's get an idea where our Volk defenders are here.
You got some out in scaffolding. Oh, no, they just died.
So MJ coming up.
Here comes MJ.
This left side. And taking his position at the scaffolding. Could end up with a couple long shots here. And he does get Mike. Oh, Badger. What a shot between the barrels. So MJ calling him out. He does kill him. And Warbucks on assertive Badger. Another long shot. So Fuse picks up Red Rider again.
Deadly accuracy.
That's where he's at. I had a hard time finding him myself. But he is set up there with an SKS.
Yeah, but Jonesy is looking for him.
He's calling out. He got one of them. They do know that there's someone else over there. But he's got lasers on him. Summer and Kittle covering that left side from the Volk perspective. And Warbucks just covered in lasers. And Lane gets him with the MK16. So MJ gets Mike across the map. The AK-12 down there from the green container. A deadly spot. But a Badger gets Kittle. Looks like we got a push coming in from the right side.
Fire team in the airplane building or garage, so that way your spawn point's closer.
Yeah, fire team leader on this map is absolutely crucial. Because it is so open.
Break, yeah.
Absolutely. There's so many open lanes. Yep, abandon is the same way. And to some extent, downfall is as well.
Yep.
Any places where you have these open fatal funnels, it's imperative that you get your fire team leader in close. So Red Rider coming in here on Fuse. Fuse will have the jump on him.
I wouldn't do this. I would push the other building and try to get Fuse.
Yep, he gets him.
Yep.
Absolutely waiting for him. So some are holding down that uplink, staying in the stairwell. Kittle and Warbucks on uplink as well. It's a little bit of interesting defensive posture here. A 3 in the middle and 1 on each wing. MJ picks up Jazz and make it lane with a refrag on MJ. Warbucks is pushing forward, going to put some pressure on Marsoc. Fuse gets Badger from uplink. Charlie fairly spread out. Badger is calling out Warbucks, so from that APC. And we do have some action going on over here. Mike is moving in. And Mason, there she is taking that approach that you were just talking about, moving across instead of through the garage. So Red Rider here, drawing Fuse's attention. And again, flanking around that building. They know Fuse is there now, and they play enough with Fuse to know that he is deadly in that position. Lane does get MJ, and Mike is moving in on the uplink, man.
This is not playing here because you're just pretty much going around them.
She misses Kittle. Now Kittle's got a position on her. She's falling back. Yep, that's a wise decision.
Fuse is out now.
Yeah, the momentum's kind of lost here. But Red Rider and Mike are holding this side here at garage. Smoke out.
You're not being able to see very good.
Another smoke coming in behind Kittle. He throws a flash. And another, that's a frag.
He threw a Lego.
Kittle comes in behind Mike and clears her out.
No, you got her across the street there. Not behind.
Oh, okay, that's Fuse behind her, isn't it? So Lane picks off Warbucks. Red Rider gets Fuse, but Kittle and MJ are closing on Red Rider like dogs on a steak.
Bravo's going to be sweating right now, probably.
Oh, he gets him. MJ, unsure where he is. Red Rider does pick up the kill. And he gets Kittle out of uplink. That means Summer's the only one on uplink. And Red Rider moving in. This is the Charlie hallmark.
Two Marsoc.
Oh, Mike gets Summer, but Summer does get Red Rider. Can Mike send the uplink? Fuse pushing hard from the left. Mike does send the uplink. That is what Charlie does. They recognize an opportunity. They've got a sixth sense for that and move in to send as soon as they can. But Mike does not see Fuse, and he is heading upstairs to defuse. Yep. He's defusing from the third floor or from the second floor here. MJ gets assertive Badger, and he's pushing into the fuselage. Oh, Mike comes up. Oh, and they trade.
But the kid's still going.
Nah, he got it just in time. Just in time.
Oh.
And Kittle comes in to clear it out. So, well done, Charlie. Excellent job, Mike, getting that uplink sent. Oh, and MJ knifes Mike, but he did apologize and told her a good job. So, at the end of the day, we are all still friends here. So, 4 Volk now. Bravo holding it down. But Lane, make that 3 Volk. Takes out Kittle. MJ moving across to garage. So let's see. Let's see if Charlie can do it again here. Summer does get Lane. And Badger takes out Fuse. They are running low on reinforcements. They're making a move to the left side here, coming in from in front of the plane. MJ gets him. Mike takes out MJ. Summer again.
Here we go again.
The ladies are at it again. Summer's on uplink and Mike is there to send. Summer sprays her down. A little bit of lag there, it looks like, from Summer. Kittle gets Red Rider, and that kills the momentum on the Charlie team. They are staging up here in the middle again. Summer is on uplink. A flash out at Kittle. And Jazz is moving in with some suppressive fire. That is Fire Team on uplink. I don't know if they have any respawns left, but he is in the smoke. Kittle unaware. Now 2 on uplink. Kittle with a grenade and mows him down before it has time to go off. Kittle does get Red Rider with the grenade, though. And that's so Bravo will take this one as well. So close game, good pushes there from Charlie, absolutely doing what they do best and recognizing the right time to move in. So Summer with 7-1, Fuse 10-6, Warbucks 1-5, MJ 12-8, and Kittle is 6-4. The Charlie team here struggling a little bit to get their momentum going. 4-10, which is unusual for Assertive Badger there. Mike 4 6-7 did send that uplink at least once. Make a lane 8-6, and Jazz at 0-4. Red Rider coming in at 6-9. So, interesting game to say the least. I will give it to Charlie there. I have to give them credit for recognizing the opportunity to move in and send the uplink and then getting it done. Just very well done, guys. All right.
I think it's time for our unofficial sponsor.
Yeah, seemed like he's our official sponsor for the PALVR League.
Have you ever been told by both of these to go step on a
unofficial
Lego?
sponsor.
No one likes stepping on a Lego. It hurts. But what can you do to avoid such pain and trauma? Introducing the Bofidis Be Gone Slippers. These revolutionary slippers will allow you to take on any Lego-based obstacle with ease. Get yours from Buddy Bezos today for just $19.99.
All right, so if you've ever played against Bofidis, you know that he will wish you to step on a Lego. So hopefully they're our little unofficial sponsor of the Bofidis Be Gone Slippers. Might be something for you next time you come up against Bofidis in a lobby.
Well, I definitely bought me a pair.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need a couple pairs here. Bofidis can try the patience of the best of us here. So we are moving to Turbine here. And I am trying to determine where the uplink is. Looks like, yeah, looks like we're going to be down below for this match, which should be an interesting matchup here. Both of these teams are pretty effective at close quarters combat. They do have some shooters though that can really take advantage of some tight spots. And the game is starting. They got that one up and running in a hurry. So let's switch over here. We're going to have to do the best we can. So yeah. Yeah, I got to put the team names in there. Didn't even get time to do that. So we'll just park it here for a second. Early fire. Did he?
Yeah, he said mint.
Alright, let's get this set. So, sorry for a little bit of lapse in action there. But yeah, Marsoc, OVL Bravo pushing in lower right already. MJ coming in on the left side, smoking that uplink. Lane gets MJ though. MJ does get Jazz. Badger watching that hall like a hawk. And Mike reinforcing him underneath. Anybody coming out of that hall is going to have a difficult time getting through. They are smoking it up though.
Very good.
Oh, Fuse smokes Assertive and moves in for the cap. So Mike, aware that there may be someone on uplink now, MJ and Fuse are both there, and she gets them both. Wipes them from uplink. And Lane gets Warbucks. Summer does get Jazz there on the right side. Kittle's still lurking underneath, though, in that bottom right side. Red Rider takes care of that problem. So a quick push and a quick rejection here from OVL Charlie. Summer takes out Red Rider there on the left side from the Volk perspective, but lasers still abound. Oh, a trade there between Summer and Assertive. Mike holding tight to that objective. Looks like Bravo is moving in, pushing the right side. Summer's downed. MJ's on her. Mike revives Assertive, and MJ revives Summer, so those kills negated. Fuse comes in and gets Badger, and a lot of kills all at once there. So Fuse is on sending the objective. It is active. Kittle as fire team leader, right on site. Make It Lane takes down MJ. Trying to push up. And Kittle spawns right in. Or, I'm sorry, Summer spawns right in on Kittle. Warbucks there as well. Calls out Lane up top, and Kittle takes him. So Fuse in the lower right, Kittle lower left from the Volk perspective. MJ joins Kittle. Assertive looking to come around and flank.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to win this, coming around like that.
Jazz. Oh, this could get wild over here. Badger takes out Summer. Takes out Warbucks. Moves in, gets Fuse. Clears it.
I
don't know if he does either. What a push from Badger. Excellent flank, but just not enough time. So Bravo does win that one, and Badger sends that tablet into orbit in frustration. But what a push, Badger. So Charlie coming in, Bravo coming in. Summer with 2 and 3, Fuse 3 and 3, Warbucks 0 and 4, MJ 2 and 5, and Kittle 5 and 2. Fuse does get that objective sent just in the nick of time. Badger coming in 7 and 2, many of those right at the end. Mike 2 and 2, and Make It Lane 4 and 1. Jazz at 1 and 4, and Red Rider 3 and 3. So as we can see there, Bravo wins, even though their kill count was not what Charlie's was. At the end of the day, Assault is about the objective.
All about teamwork.
It's all about teamwork, communication, and getting somebody in the right spot. So let's see if I can push back here in time to catch the push from Charlie. Oops. Discussing their strategy here. An immediate push. Looks like 3 coming up the lower red.
Somebody dropped their gun.
Somebody dropped their gun. That happens, man. And sometimes it flies far enough, it takes you a while to find it. So Jazz is a fire team leader, moving up here with Red Rider to take position. Holding back, I'm going to guess that he's waiting for his team to clear out some of the enemy. Give a spawn point here. I do hear Fuse coming around the corner.
Have a 4 time on that gun.
Looks like he's... Yeah, he does. Oh, but he smokes Assertive, and Fuse gets him. And Kittle takes out Make It Lane. Unfortunate underneath here. It's always a danger spawning on fire team leader if not completely clear, but it was you were unable to tell that he wasn't clear spawning in, so just a bad turn. Red Rider does pick off Fuse up top, holding that control room, but he was called out, so it looks like MJ moving up behind him. Warbucks taking a position underneath to secure that objective. Kittle waiting for the long shot for anybody crossing, and Summer taking up a position there in the middle. So MJ does get Red Rider, and Warbucks gets Mike, and Mike gets Warbucks. So 3 really rapid kills. Kittle picks off Assertive Badger from a distance, And Make It Lane returns the favor on Kittle. So, long shooting lanes here. Oh, Fuse trying to make it difficult on Lane, but he gets taken down. Jazz gets MJ. And now we've got Marsock in lower right, unopposed. So Charlie 4 up with Bravo, only 3 up at the moment. They are stacked in lower red, and the smoke is coming out. Warbucks up top waiting for him, but he does have a laser on him, and Make It Lane takes him down. So Fuse pushing up hard, and Kittle coming up from the top. Summer gets Mike, and Fuse pushing in, but Red Rider gets him. So we got MJ underneath in the basement. Red Rider sending from that center platform. But Kittle calls him there and shoots him through the banister.
Yeah, get really down low with that position.
Yeah, and even still then you can be shot even if you're low. It's a great position. No one sees you getting there. Oh, Kittle with the long bomb right on Summer. But MJ gets her up. Meanwhile, Make It Lane takes out Warbucks. I'll follow Kittle here for a moment. Although, look at Mike. Mike is moving up. Mike is close to the uplink. I don't believe anyone saw her. Red Rider smokes Kittle to M249. And Mike, I believe, saw Summer. She's waiting on her. Once again, the ladies going head-to-head here, it looks like. Fuse gets assertive up on the second floor. And Mike absolutely smoking it out. Oh, misses Fuse. She does get MJ. And MJ gets her, though. So, lots of smoke on uplink. Red Rider, the only Marsock here, close by, other than Jazz moving in. Sprays through the smoke to no effect other than suppression. And again, Kittle spots him, takes him down. But Lane does get Kittle on the refrag. Lane gets Fuse here on the left side. Summer finishes off Red Rider in that center position. That center position is great if you can get it sent, but man, it is... You are completely exposed otherwise. Those railings do not stop bullets. So Mike pushing up from the left. Gets Warbucks on a trade. Warbucks calling her out. Looks like Marsock coming up with a right side push here into red. Lots of fire from Fuse. Mike Force does get Warbucks down there, though. So Red Rider gets Kittle up top. Let's see if Fuse gets him. I'm not sure if he heard it. Over his own PKM. Doesn't look like it. MJ coming in behind, though, and folds him. Oh, MJ disappointed. He didn't get the stab. He will do that. But MJ does get Mike. So Make It Lane gets Warbucks. Fuse again, just pinning him down. Gets assertive Badger.
I think he popped a Fuse or something because he's going wild.
Yeah, he is. He has blown a fuse. Yeah, he is smoking with that LMG. Just making it impossible to cross up top. So now, with most of Charlie down, oh, we see Kittle getting Jazz, and Jazz getting Kittle. Red Rider again moving in underneath and gets Kittle, finishes him off. Volk is pushed forward in front of the center wall. MJ gets Mike.
He got a knife.
Oh, he did. He did get her. Comes out. I will say that this is a little bit difficult for me to track what's going on down here. It's so tight. Fuse gets Lane again from that same position. Just an absolute madman up here. Marsock unable to move.
a day if Fuse gets them.
Oh, I love that he's doing so well, but with him spraying down like that, I would love to see him get domed just the same.
Yeah.
Badger may do it. We'll see. Fuse had to reload. MJ and Kittle moving up.
Yeah, they're alive.
Yeah, Asserta Badger goes down, and that's it. Attackers are eliminated. Bravo takes the win. So, welcome Billy to the chat, by the way. I see you clipped something there. We'll have to check that out. The scores, let's see where Fuse landed. So some were 5-3, Fuse with 12-7, just being a total nuisance the whole game. Warbucks 2-10, those 2 kills right on the uplink though. MJ 7-7, Kittle 10-7, most of his from the second floor. Asserta Badger 7-8, 5-9 for Mike, 11-6 for Make It Lane, and 1-6 for Jazz, 9-8 for Red Rider. So the kill counts for the most part, not too much disparity between the two teams. But again, Mason, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it just looked like Charlie was having the same situation where they were moving in and getting on the uplink, but they were by themselves. And against a team like Bravo, they're going to take you. So that's the match, I suppose, isn't it? So good.
I would say that Charlie team just needs to coordinate better, and then 2 is Charlie. Once they start clicking more, I'd say they're gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
I know Mike and some of them play together, but I know for a fact all of them don't play together as a team constantly.
Right.
Just because they just started the team. So once they start getting used to one another, they're going to be a force to reckon with.
That's it. They make those shots, and sometimes that's the hardest part. But yeah, they are a young team for sure. So it will be interesting to see as they start to gel and click, how they start to move together. I know on Alpha there was a point for us that it went from we had to call everything we were doing till we started moving instinctively, and I'm not sure when that happened or why that happened, but we started learning each other's play styles and then able to adjust accordingly. Charlie able to make those shots, so if they gel like that and they're able to start reading each other's minds, absolutely will be a force to be reckoned with. So again, just want to thank our sponsor, St. Lackey. Check out their website. They've got stocks, a lot of folks in this league and VRSL. Use those stocks, high quality equipment there, and can give you an advantage. So check out them, and much thanks to them for sponsoring PALVR, the People's Assault League. We are a young league, just getting started, something to do in the off season, and it has grown to far beyond what I think we really anticipated. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for those who viewed the stream. It has been a pleasure. So anything else to add there, Mason, before we close out this stream?
I'm good, Brad.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining me. We will work out the audio issues and hopefully have Mason as a loud and clear co-caster in the next one. So until then, thanks for checking us out. I'm Hot Brass with Mason. We'll see you next time.